Welcome to Coffee with Art, coming to you from the Brown Family Farm and First Baptist Church, Connerville, Oklahoma. We join together every morning to spend a few minutes reading our Bible, enjoying each other's company, and encouraging each other throughout the day. Have a blessed day. Good morning. Good morning. Give it a minute to see who's going to join us. We just started. Let's see, Bruce. Said he couldn't. There's Joe Duncan right there. Good morning, guys. We had a little trouble this morning. Good morning, James Easley. Hope you guys had a good day at church yesterday. We did. Good morning, Bruce. We had 31 in church, and we had 25 watching on Facebook. That's nuts, isn't it? But we're good. We had a good time. 56. The highest that we had was 58, Bruce, about 3 weeks ago. I've got it in there on my desk. 58. 56 is pretty close to 58, isn't it? But Dawn is already at school. She's getting ready. School starts next week. Kids show up. Sterling is going to come and be with us today sometime. We're going to keep him. We've got pastor's conference today. It's going to be a good day. Lots of stuff happening today. But we did. We had a good day. And then I took a nap yesterday. Dawn took a long nap. She was pretty tired. She took a long nap. And then she went up to school, and then she went back up to school this morning. So I know she'll be ready for everything to start. She likes them little guys there. Well, this morning we're in 1 Peter chapter 3. We're going to read all of chapter 3. Some of them aren't longer. We usually read, 12, 15 verses, and then, we wait till the next day. But these aren't very long. So there's all kinds of stuff. We're going to talk about husbands and wives. Kind of like preaching to the choir here. Joe and Neva Joe, and you guys just are just wonderful examples. But okay, 1 Peter 3. In the same way, wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands, so that even if some disobey the word, they may be won over without a word by the way their wives live. It hadn't changed much. Women were the spiritual leaders in their church or in their families a lot of times. When they observe your pure, reverent lives, don't let your beauty consist of outward things like elaborate hairstyles and wearing gold jewelry or fine clothes, but rather what is inside the heart. The imperishable quality of gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. For in the past, the holy women who put their hope in God also adorned themselves in this way, submitting to their own husbands, just as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. You have become her children when you do what is good and do not fear any intimidation. Whoa, you become her children when you do what is good and do not fear any intimidation. Husbands, in the same way, live with your wives in an understanding way as with a weaker partner, showing them honor as co-heirs of the grace of life, so your prayers will not be hindered. Now that's an interesting thought. Your prayers will be hindered if you don't treat your wife well. Wow. Finally, all of you be like-minded and sympathetic Love one another and be compassionate and humble, not paying back evil for evil or insult for insult, but on the contrary, giving a blessing, since you were called for this, so that you may inherit a blessing. For the one who wants to love life and to see good days, let him keep his tongue from evil and his lips from speaking deceit, and let him turn away from evil and do what is good. Let him seek peace and pursue it, because the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayers, but the face of the Lord is against those who do what is evil. Let's see if we can see where that was at. B. Psalms 34, 12 through 16. That's where that came from. Who then will harm you if you are devoted to what is good? But even if you should suffer for righteousness, you are blessed. Do not fear what they fear, or be intimidated. But in your hearts regard Christ the Lord as holy, ready at any time to give a defense to anyone who asks you for a reason for the hope that is in you. Yet do this with gentleness and respect, keeping a clear conscience, so that when you are accused, those who disparage your good conduct in Christ will be put to shame. For it is better to suffer for doing good, if that should be God's will, than for doing evil. For Christ also suffered for sins once for all, the righteous for the unrighteous, that he might bring you to God. He was put to death in the flesh, but made alive by the Spirit, in which he also went and made proclamation to the spirits in prison. Wow, what do you think that means? Who in the past were disobedient, when God patiently waited in the days of Noah while the ark was being prepared. In it a few, that is 8 people, were saved through water. Baptism, which corresponds to this, now saves you, not as a removal of dirt from the body, but the pledge of a good conscience towards God, through the resurrection of Jesus Christ, who has gone into heavens and is at the right hand of God, with the angels, authorities, and powers subject to him. Well, there's some stuff for you to think about. Well, tomorrow at 8 o'clock, we'll do this again. And Matthew asked me Sunday if I thought about putting this on YouTube, and he said, I told him I had a YouTube channel. He just couldn't hardly believe it. But I said, type in Coffee Time with Art in YouTube, and it'll bring up our channel, and it'll have all of these. I don't have them all from a year and a half ago, but just the last probably 2 months. But and we'll upload this one here in a little bit. And but yeah, it was good. And he talked about if there's a way to, because we record Sunday mornings, but then we could play next Sunday, this Sunday on YouTube, but where it kind of be live. I don't know. We'll have to. That may be complicated, but Matthew. He seemed to appreciate that. But that was a fun conversation to have with Matthew. And he asked me what I was doing this week, and I said my homework assignment to myself is trying to figure out how to stock my pond, in what order and what to put in it. So. It's going to be a good week. Sterling's going to be here in a little bit, and man, we just looking forward to it. And always remember, guys, Dawn and I, we love y'all, and we just enjoyed Sunday morning. Want you guys to continue to check on people. The COVID stuff is kind of coming up again. You know, we'll never get over it. I don't know what the deal is, but it's a resurgence. So be careful. I think you got your shots. Everything is good, but just keep that in mind, and just as you go through the day, say kind words and do kind things. And I'll see you in the morning at 8 o'clock. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.